Persona 5 The Phantom X P5X brings the stylish turn-based combat and school life sim from the original Persona 5 Royal to mobile. You play as a brand new phantom thief exploring a strange world filled with shadows and secrets. The game mixes dungeon crawling, Persona collecting, and the original UI design from Persona 5 Royal, but in this case it is quite bad because how cluttered the menus or the UI is in this game. And I think I know the reason why, because in P5 Royale, you know, it's clean, you only have maps, and when you press pause, the menus, they're only writings with style, only text with style. And I know all of the drama and whatnot for Persona 5 The Phantom X in global, but in this case I'm just here to tell you that this game exists on Steam, and let's not focus on the drama itself because this video is not about the drama. But nonetheless, Persona 5 The Phantom X is actually a pretty good turn-based gacha game with cool mechanics. So yeah, try it out, see if you like it or not, and I do recommend this game. Umamusume Pretty Derby. Now in Umamusume, I think this is the cleanest release of all gacha games. It has no drama, it has no this and that, it has no bullshit, and it is sitting in, I think, overwhelmingly or very positive on Steam. So yeah, in Umamusume there is, of course, anime horse girls race, and you can sing and cry their way through intense competitions. So in this game you take the role of their trainer, you know, scheduling their workouts, managing their mental health, and cheering them on at the track. The races are surprisingly quite hype, and the training feels like managing an idol athlete's career. So if you have played something like Football Manager, or like F1 Manager, it is more or less like that game. So if you do like manager stuff, I think this game is for you. I mean, I tried it myself and it was quite fun, but it is not my cup of tea. But even though it is not my cup of tea, this game is actually good. Super good. Try it out, I do recommend this one. Bleach Brave Soul. This game is still here, man. Like, it really surprised me that this game still exists. This game is still alive. Many people are playing this game, and not to mention, they are celebrating their 10th year anniversary around this month. I don't know when it will be released because I only saw all the banners, right? All the posts from Reddit, from Twitter. So this game is very much alive. So Bleach Brave Souls is a fast-paced hack-and-slash mobile game based on the Bleach anime. You control all of these different characters like Ichigo and Rukia in real-time battles using flashy moves and transformation. There is story mode, cooperates, PvP, and an endless grind for gear and characters. I think this game is quite old, it is somehow outdated, but it is still very fun. It is packed with nostalgia, it is packed with content, and the community is just so nice in this game. So give this game a try, and who knows, man, maybe you will like it. And it will bring back you to the good old days of gacha games, like the Brave Frontier era. So give this game a try. And Blue Archive, wow, this game has been released from its prison mobile device. So Blue Archive is on PC right now, it is on Steam, and it is also a real-time battle type of stuff like in Bleach Brave Souls. And this game has this chill school life story full on anime charm. It is really good. I mean, you are the teacher of a group, which is, I guess it's kind of weird, people calling you sensei in this game. Maybe some of you guys like that type of stuff, you know, getting all the waifus and your fantasies. Yeah, this game is really good. Story is so good in this game. Combat real time with auto. I mean, you can do it manually, but yeah, it is real time like King's Raid. If you love King's Raid, maybe you will like this game, because when I first tried this game, I actually like it a lot because it is so similar to King's Raid. And the team building in this game is also pretty good. It is a very free to play friendly game. It is a very PG-13 type of game. So yeah, it is cute, it is chaotic, and surprisingly fun. So try this game out, guys. Next is Morimens. I've talked a lot about Morimens in my previous videos, and yes, Morimens is probably one of the best gacha games right now, even though it is not yet complete. But the gameplay itself, man, holy shit. So the gameplay mixes turn-based combat with this puzzle mechanics with cards and roguelike system. Just from that alone, right? If you do like roguelike card system like Slave of the Spire or maybe Belatro, I mean Belatro is on another level, but yeah, Slave of the Spire, you will definitely enjoy this game a lot. I mean, to its core, it is still a gacha game. There is some progression block and whatnot, but it's not that extreme like in many other gacha games, and not to mention that this game has PvP in a way, so try it yourself. Morimen has no autoplay, it's all manual play, it has a rogue-like mechanic, it is card-based system, and it is turn-based combat, and it is super fun. The mood, the vibe is eerie, it is cool, it is mysterious, it is very different from any other gacha game, so yeah, try it out yourself, and not to mention that this game is really, really fun. Limbus Company. Limbus Company throws you into a nightmare of strategy and madness. You lead a team of sinners through grotesque enemies and fast-paced turn-based combat that plays out like poetry in chaos in a very, very fun way possible. Each move matters, and the story is layered with symbolism, suffering, and stylish writing. It's like a gothic JRPG from a parallel universe where emotions punch harder than the combat. The combat in this game is good. The story in this game is astonishing. So please play this game, and they just got a new update, and just on Steam alone, the peak concurrent players is 100,000 people. Yes, 100,000 people log in the same day and just blew up Limbus Company. It is amazing. This game has the most beautiful fan base, the most beautiful community, and yeah, I cannot say this enough, but try and play this game. You will definitely love it. I know it is a bit different than most gacha games, but damn, this is a fun gacha game. Even though sometimes you need to see a guide so you can understand what it does, what this one do, and blah 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 like that. But it is just a fun game. I do recommend you guys to try and check this game out. Mehcarashi. Mehcarashi is a turn-based strategy game where you command customizable robots in intense battles. The unique part about Mehcarashi is that you can aim parts when you want to attack the enemies. It is insanely cool, it is unique, but obviously you can just auto most of the battles, and to be honest, it's just a gimmick, but it is fun nonetheless. So yeah, it's not as flashy as some other gacha games, but it is quite technical, I guess that's the word on how you describe it, more technical. And the animation is quite nice too, and voice acting is really good. And if you like Gundam style base game on Steam, then I think this is for you. Man, I'm still hoping that SD Gundam G Generation Eternal will come to Steam. Reverse 1999. This one is very popular. I think you all know that this game is on Steam. So what is Reverse 1999? It is a time-traveling turn-based gacha RPG set across surreal versions of history. So you use powerful arcanists with stylish skills and voice-acted storylines that dive deep into philosophy, lost, and magic. Combat is all about chaining skills and countering enemy moves with clever timing. It is smart, it is unique, it is very stunning. Art style is just so clean and stunning. The first time I saw this game, I was super excited because it feels like Epic 7 back in the day when it was first announced. We were super excited about it because it is 2D, it has clean animation, it has super beautiful, stunning visuals, and the gameplay itself is quite nice. The gameplay is like card-based-ish, so you basically, like I said, chain your moves to counter the enemy. So yeah, Reverse 1999, a very good game, and I do recommend you guys to try this game out. It is not predatory at all, so it's good. Sword of Convallaria. SOC is a tactical RPG with deep grid-based combat like Fire Emblem, like this Gacha, with beautiful pixel art and classic fantasy storytelling. So you lead fighters caught in war, making decisions that affect the story and your team. The battles are challenging and full of strategic options like terrain advantages and turn manipulation. In this game, you can also use whatever it is on the map. For example, you can explode the barrel to deal damage to its surrounding, and it is very powerful if you know how to exploit those things. And also, some of the skills can knock the enemies down or knock the enemy back, so if they are out of the map, you basically one-shot them. So it is very strategic, and that's what you want in a turn-based game, in my opinion. So it's basically like Final Fantasy Tactics in a gacha game-ish. And not to mention that the music on this game is made by Nobuo Uematsu, who also made Final Fantasy Tactics OST. So that is pretty cool. Wuthering Waves. Do I really need to explain what Wuthering Waves is? This game is on Steam right now and it is fun. It is just the action RPG that you want in a gacha game. So this game is combo heavy. Yes, you have combos, you have skills, you have intro skills, you have outro skills, you have basically all the skills that you want in the combat. It is so overwhelming sometimes. Even though at the start it is going a bit slow, but once you get through the mid game to end game, man, I can guarantee that you will be overwhelmed by all the skills that you can control, you can abuse, you can exploit to defeat your enemies. It is just insane. And not to mention that this game is gonna get an update 2.5, which introduces new character Frolova and more stories, more quality of life. Yeah, I forgot to mention that the quality of life in this game is just amazing. And the movement is super fluid with the wall running, gliding, and grappling, making exploration feels so good. I don't want to even categorize Genshin Impact in the same category or in the same genre as Wuthering Waves, because Wuthering Waves is phenomenal. Summoner's War, yeah. What a surprise. Yes, Summoner's War right now is on Steam. It is the classic of the classic. It is the old but gold gacha game. I think you all know what Summoner's War is, but if you don't know, it is a classic gacha game where you summon monsters and battle through dungeons, arena fights, PvP I mean, and PvE content. It's all about the grinding in this game. Yeah, the grinding is quite horrible. It is so long, it will take you forever to get the right equipment and upgrading your squad and climbing ranks with smart team comms. There's like so many things to do in Summoner's War because it has been around for almost 10 years probably, or more like 15 years. I don't know how they hold up very well in this game. The player base is still very strong. The community is, I don't know if the community is nice or not, but I think it's nice, right? There's a ton of events on this game. Assassin's Creed, Jujutsu Kaisen, whatever it is, they always collab with the big names. Now for Summoner's War, you're probably going to play most of the content with auto battle. So this game, if you like some idle auto battle brain dead stuff, I think this one is for you, man. But don't worry, PvP and guild versus guild is amazing PvP content. And up next, the cousin of Summoner's War, Summoner's War Chronicles. Now this is the MMO version of Summoner's War, where you control both your summoner and your monsters in real time. You explore large maps, fight bosses, and do cooperates with your squad. It blends action combat with gacha mechanics and still keeps that monster collecting charm in the Summoner's War world. I mean, it's great if you want more freedom and movement than the original game, and it has a very good player base. And I think this game is quite free-to-play friendly, but holy shit, the grind in this game is almost the same as the grind in Summoner's War. So yeah, keep that in mind when playing this game, but nonetheless, this game is still very fun. I think this game is the second most played gacha game in my Steam library, because my first one, of course, it is Wuthering Waves. I think the second one is this one, because this one is pretty fun. I think the third one is gonna be Girls Frontline 2, but we will get into that later on. Lost Cloudia. This game still exists and it is on Steam. Lost Cloudia combines flashy pixel art with anime-style storytelling and fast-paced action combat. You build a team of heroes and spirits called arcs that give unique passives and skills. There's a ton of grinding, farming, and customizing involved to make your units top tier. It is a classic gacha game in the Brave Frontier era. Just take a look at all the UI, all the heads-up display, all the 2D art style, right? I think it is heavily inspired by Brave Frontier, and I am not complaining. I tried to play this game again. It's not my cup of tea anymore, but if you guys are looking to have this nostalgia feel of Brave Frontier, I think this one will do the job just fine. I mean, it is still a very fun game, so you should definitely try this game out. I mean, try it yourself, then you be the judge of this game. The Eminence in Shadow Master of Garden. So this one is based on the anime. The game lets you relive the story with flashy 2D side-scrolling action combat. I mean, there's nothing much in this game. The gameplay itself is just auto-based stuff. I don't really enjoy this game honestly, but I think it's gonna be more enjoyable if you are a fan of the anime. So in this game, you collect familiar characters and watch them unleash absurdly meh ultimates. It is full of edgy humor, power fantasy moments, and surprisingly has a pretty good animations, though it's not my favorite. I think Wuthering Waves do it better in this one. So like I said, this one is definitely for the fans, and I don't know who this game is gonna be catered towards to, because the gameplay is not enjoyable, the customization is just meh, quality of life is also pretty meh, but yeah, it is here. For me, I think this one is quite underrated too, even though it is not as enjoyable or as good as any other gacha games, but still pretty good nonetheless. I think you should definitely try and check this one out if you like 2D side scrolling, you know, anime bullshit, anime aginess in a game. So yeah, try this game out. Honkai Impact 3rd. Honkai Impact 3rd is a fast-paced action where enemy girls fight monsters and unravel a complex, emotional sci-fi story, and this one is of course made by HoYoverse. The Honkai universe is complete. I don't know. They're gonna release another one, I think. Honkai Pet Collection, right? So this is an action RPG. So you basically go into a dungeon and then you kill them and deal something with your ultimates that feels kind of amazing to pull off, honestly. Well, I don't know what else to say. This one is action-based dungeon gacha game, and it is still pretty fun to play once in a while. Yeah, so if you want to know where it all started with the HoYoverse, this is their first game. Inifnity Nikki. Look, this video is only about games that are on Steam, and this game is on Steam. So, please do not focus on the drama, on the overwhelmingly negative reviews on Steam. Just don't. And I know, this game is pretty bad right about now, and hopefully it's gonna close soon. But yes, Inifnity Nikki is a fashion adventure game where outfits give you powers and style literally saves the world. It is amazing. This game is amazing. This game has a very good community, but they just cannot stop fucked it up. You explore open worlds, solve puzzles, and unlock new dresses that change your gameplay. Very fun, very fun. It's got that, you know, cozy vibe with a bit of action and magic sprinkled in. Just a tiny bit to make it a bit exciting. So yeah, it is a gacha game with dress up simulator and with open world, and somehow it works so good. People are playing the shit out of this game when it was first released. This game is amazing, was amazing. Keep that in mind. Raid Shadow Legends. Yes, this game is basically like Summoner's Wars or Epic 7 with a more realistic style. So you build a team for dungeons, PvP, and boss fights, mostly through auto battle with a bit of strategy in the setup. It is quite heavily monetized. Actually, not quite. It is heavily monetized, but to be honest, it still has solid mechanics. If you are into numbers and upgrades, you've probably seen the ads, and honestly, the game is not bad once you're in it. Guys, I'm not paid, okay? I'm not paid. I'm not sponsored by this Raid Shadow Legends, but when I tried it myself, I mean, it's quite nice if you play it once in a while. Just don't buy anything from this game. It is quite a scam because the amount of shit you get when you buy, it's not worth it. Honestly, man, it's not worth it. So play this one free to play. It is still Summoner's War in its very core. If you like that kind of game and if you want a more realistic style, I think this is right up your alley. Girls Frontline 2. Yes, one of my favorite gacha games in this list. GF2 Exilium has been rocking, man. It's a 3D tactical RPG where you command squads of android soldiers in a dark sci-fi future. The game has real-time positioning on grid maps, strategic skill usage, and base building. The story in this game is a bit serious, with deep lore and visual novel style cutscenes. I mean, holy shit guys, the art style in this game is probably one of my favorite in any gacha games because it is just smooth, because the animation is just so clean. And they do have quite a bit of fan service in this game, so if you are into that, yeah, play this game. Alright, all jokes aside, this game is super fun and super good. It feels like XCOM with a bunch of anime girls and I love it. So GF2 Exilium, it is a must play in my opinion. Tower of Fantasy. Tower of Fantasy is still the same game just as before, and it is similar to Genshin Impact honestly than most games like Wuthering Waves. And well, I just saw the info that this game is going to get an overhaul and this game is going to be an MMORPG. Well, they said that all the characters are gonna be free, but who knows, man. But it is just surprising that it's going to be an MMORPG, not an action RPG anymore. But I think that's a good thing, because we are so saturated with all these open world action RPGs and we need something new. So I think this is good. But as of right now, at the time of making this video, this game is still the same. It is still an action RPG. It is still a gacha game. It is still so similar to Genshin Impact. And yeah, what else am I going to say? This game is on Steam, and if you want to have probably some nostalgia playing this game, you can play it right now before it's gonna be changed to this open world MMORPG. So that is basically all the gacha games that's on Steam. I know you click this video because you want the convenient to play on Steam and you don't want to download more launchers. Man, I hate launchers, man. Why don't they just give us the game? When I click the game, I just want to get in the game. I don't want to download or have any launchers. But whatever. So that is basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys, and enjoy your games.